Hi, today I want to talk to you real quick. I know I just uploaded a video a little while ago. Um, I want to talk about me building my van into a camper and what steps we're going to take to actually go the cheapest route possible. Now, we also want as much room as possible. There will be two of us, me and my girlfriend, in it. Um, what I'm looking at here is a 4-inch tri-fold memory foam mattress. This is from Walmart. Once again, price compare everything. This is $74.99 at Walmart. Okay, and we will need two of them. So that's basically $150. It's $75. On eBay, they're $69.45. So if I order these from eBay, the exact same mattresses, the cheapest one they have is under $70. So basically, we're saving $5 and what, 50 cents per mattress ordering it from eBay. Alright, because we need two of them. I'm going to tell you why. Excuse me. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually making more or less bunk beds in my van. Now, there's a reason for this. One, we need as much room as possible. Two, we're going to have a cat with us, and, well, we can't just have his litter box in the middle of the floor. Three, I do not have a high top. So what I'm showing you here, I hope you can see this. This is how I'm going to build the frame. Alright, basically I already have a piece of plywood on the floor. So my mattress will sit on the floor. I will build more or less a bunk bed. On one side, the front side, it will stop at a piece of plywood for her bed. On the back side, I will go all the way up to the ceiling. And there's a reason I'm going to do that. I will end up putting a couple pieces of wood going across the very back, and I'll show you why. I mean, I can actually go all the way up with the front and back. I may do that and just go ahead and just build something. So it'll have basically all the way to the ceiling, front and back. But she'll be 3 feet off the floor easily. She'll have 2.5 to 3 feet above her mattress to the roof, maybe a little more. I don't need as much room, so I can actually make mine smaller. And here's what it's going to look like. I hope I can get this in. Here's her mattress on the top. Now, what I'm going to do is, here's my measurements. It's 75 inches long for this mattress by 25 inches wide. Now, I'm making the frame 37 inches wide from here to here. And you're probably going, why? That's really simple. There's a fender well here that I did not put in here, but there's a fender well. So I want my bed directly under hers, and on the back of her mattress, I'm going to cut out a 10-inch section that, if I go all the way up with the, right here, I can put stuff up there to hang clothes, literally. Or I can put cabinets up there. I can put shelves up there. But basically, we're going to have 10 inches right here for storage. You know, for hanging clothes, putting whatever we need to put. And my bed will be directly under hers. So she's going to have an extra 10 inches here. And I wanted to make use of that space, so I'm going to make something that when I build the frame, I'll go all the way up, and I'll be able to hang clothes, and she'll be able to hang clothes, and it can hang down in this hole. Alright, here's a couple of designs. Basically, it looks like this. Here's her mattress from the side. Here's the plywood. You can see it goes out farther. Basically, it's going to look like this. This is one of the earlier designs I designed. Here's the bathroom. These up here are things we're going to buy. We already have one for washing dishes, microwave, and like I said, I actually redesigned this. this is what I was going to go with. But look at the room we would have, which is absolutely none. Okay? Because I have to fit my battery pack in there. I actually want to wire it up to the switch I already have in there on the console in the front. And if I put everything under my bed and use everything under her bed for storage, there is no room whatsoever. I mean, literally none. This down here, if we go up there, it would have to be the battery pack, because the microwave would be here. That's what that is, the microwave, on a shelf. So very little room this way. And if there's 2 people living in there or sleeping in there, you need as much room as possible. This is a design I've settled on. I apologize for the lousy quality. I didn't put my shower curtain up right here, which I actually should have done before I started recording this. But there'll be a shower curtain here going across to here to close off the bathroom area. The reason I want a bathroom area in here is because in the middle of the night, if my girlfriend has to go pee or anything like that, I don't want her going outside. Or if it's raining, I don't want her going outside. And she does get up and go to the bathroom in the middle of the night sometimes. And it's already going to be tough enough crawling around in this van. I do not have a high top. So, we are planning on getting a fridge. I talked about that in my last video on price comparison. The fridge will go here. Now, my van has a hump in it right here, which I really hate, but that's where the motor is. Right now, my inverter's sitting on that hump. But right behind my passenger seat, the fridge will go. I'm going to make a battery box for between the seats. Okay? And here, you'll see something I designed. This is going to be a couple pieces of PVC pipe going to the outside. I already have a way to cap it off. I already have a battery hose thing. So, and I do know to put a hole in the bottom to suck air in, and the fumes will go out. I also know to make the battery box higher on this side, so the fumes will go up to this side. If I put my batteries here, I can actually hook them up to the power switch that's here, and I can run my solar and hook them up from my solar. And that way, if the sun's not out, I can run my vehicle, turn the switch on, and charge these batteries up. Right here is basically what the bed is going to look like. You can see her mattress here. You can see the hole. Here we're going to have the cheapest shelves we can find. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. And I'm also going to show you something else on another design. Let me run over and check the shelves. We're talking about these. One of these, you could actually have 2 or 3 of these. They are extremely cheap. And one of these over here. Now let's get a measurement. I apologize for the quality. So this thing is 2 feet 10 inches long. I apologize for the shaking. And 1 feet 3 inches wide. Basically 16 inches. Let's say 16 inches. So it's over 2 foot. It's 16 inches wide. And there's 3 shelves if you count the top, and it's pretty thick plastic. This little one right here, 13 inches wide by, if you just count the top, 19 inches, but I'm counting the whole thing, 22 inches, 21 and 3/4. So basically 22 inches. And you're probably going, well, what am I going to do with these? I can't just throw stuff on there. It's going to fall out and fall off. I mean, it has no sides. That's an easy fix. What you have to do is get some plastic or even cardboard. And if you're using plastic, you start here, right about here on the front, all the way down. Put some screws in the plastic with some washers on it, and go all the way around the back. all the way to the front and come around about to here, and you have your plastic tacked onto it every place you can, like through here. That will keep stuff from falling out the sides and the back. On the front, you can always just put something in the front, piece of cardboard you can shove up in there, bungee cord, anything you want to put on the front, some type of strap. So that's the cheapest way to get some shelves, is using these plastic shelves. If you put something real heavy on the top, like a microwave, here's what I'm going to do with the microwave. If I put it on this shelf, I'm going to put a piece, either maybe, this will actually hold up my microwave without actually caving in. So I could just set my microwave on top. On the sides, just put some kind of strap, go up and around the microwave and hook it on this side, and it's strapped down. Now remember, if you use plastic shelves of any type that go together like this, you need to put some screws in here to make sure these things stay together. You don't want them working loose. Alright? And once again, you can do the same with that shelf. That's a pretty heavy duty shelf though. And for our dishwashing, we're going to use 2 of those. And they can be moved. They don't have to be left on top of the shelves. So the shelves is covered. Another thing you can do with these plastic shelves, let's see if I can find it. Right here. You don't have to put them standing up. If you put something on the top, bottom, and sides, or basically 2 sides and then the back, however you want to do it, you can set them down and use them to put clothes in right here. This is like just part of that shelf right there. Okay? And here's a different design. Here's my nice litter box. This is the battery pack I have outside. If I don't want to build one, I can actually use this, and it'll go part way through into the van, which I may just do. And here's the microwave. Here's the gray shelf. I was going to build plywood here for a table, but why? I can just use another shelf, a cheap plastic shelf. And here, of course, is the bathroom with the shower. Of course, here's her bed. You can see her bed. You can't see my bed because my bed will be underneath. But unfortunately, I didn't cut out the hole here on this one like this. And basically right here will be an open area. In fact, I will do this real quick. I will show you exactly how it looks. The bed. And I'm doing this for a reason, so we can hang clothes. Basically there. And I apologize for the length of the video. But this is what I'm going to do with the van. So the cheapest way I can think of to build this, I already have the inverter, I have the battery pack, 2 batteries, I have the solar. And if I didn't have the solar, I could still put a battery pack in the front here, or batteries in here somewhere, and run them to the alternator. I already have my switch in here. Once your alternator's in there, you can run just straight electrical wire or a heavy duty extension cord if you're not going to be using it full time. And like I said, I would have done something like this, but I would have had to make my bed way up on the pretty close to the ceiling, have the fridge underneath my bed, had to have my bed to where I could lift higher and lower to get to the fridge, or have a way to pull the fridge out, and there's not a lot of room with these 2 beds in here. Here you can actually see the fender wells. Like here. In fact, let me open this up real quick. This is just a real rough draft because I already have stuff drawn here. Basically, her bed would be like this. I know the fender wells are a little bit big right here. So basically, here's her bed. and my bed would be directly underneath it, and everything from here back to the wall is empty space for storage, for hanging clothes, for anything you need it for. And if you have one mattress underneath this one, you have all this room over here you can do something else with. And you have, it opens up a whole slew of opportunities if you don't have two beds in there. All right. Let's say you have one bed. I guess I can just do this real quick. Because a lot of people put one big bed in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put one big bed in here. And a lot of people do it in the middle. And if you do that, I mean, you basically have no room. None. So instead of having a smaller bed, you have this really big bed in there. You have no room whatsoever on basically either side of the bed. Yeah, it can fit between the fender wells, but then you only have a foot and a half of space on each side to do anything with. So it makes more sense to me to, just have two single beds, small beds, one on top, one underneath. So anyway, I apologize for the length of this. Once again, here's the shelves. Here's the gray one. Here's the white one. I will build a new battery box. And yes, when you build a battery box, make one side higher than the other side because you want them fumes to go up and then out. I will use PVC, probably 1.25 inches, maybe 1.5 inches, maybe. Probably 1.25 inches. And then you have to have a hole in the bottom for air circulation to come in. And I'm going to use probably 3/4 or 1 inch pipe for that. And, this gives you a lot more room, literally, than having one big bed in the center or one bed on each side. And some people have their beds running this way. Unfortunately, I would have to rip out everything in my van to do bed across the back. And if I did that, I could not make the bed this way, basically, because the fender well, I mean, there's no way. The only way I can do this is if I have it long ways, because there's 17 inches from the back of my fender well to the back wall. That's it, 17 inches. So if I was going to try to do something like this and have two beds in there, yeah, I could have her bed right here with no problem. But then I would have 17 inches from here to the back wall for me to sleep. And if I build my bed over the fender well and then her bed on top, that's going to cut off a good foot of space. That's not possible. So this is the best way right here. Just build your bed so it goes far enough out away from the fender well that you can put another bed underneath it. That's all you have to do. It's the cheapest route. And I understand 25 inches is not a lot of room to sleep on, but trust me, you could do it. All right. Let me. I don't even remember if I talked about the mattresses. Let me show them again real quick. Walmart. Here's what I'm talking about. $74.99 at Walmart and $69.45 from eBay. So do some price shopping before you go buying anything. And hopefully your van build can be everything you want it to do, or be everything you want it to be. And always consider your space. What, midnight? Now midnight's up in my lap, but I apologize for the length of the video. And let me get him in here real quick. Maybe. Hey. Really? I can't move far enough back. Anyway, that's it. Sorry about the length of the video. If you're doing a van build and you want to go the cheapest route, just do a little bit of thinking and you can figure it out. Anyway, that's it. Everyone have a good day.